welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis and I post 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM. So if you love recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious slow cooker miso salmon noodle soup. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious slow cooker miso salmon noodle soup. Now we love soup in this house, and my son especially loves my salmon noodle soup, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. But the other day I was standing in the fridge and I was thinking about what we could have for dinner, and I did fancy noodle soup, but I wanted to make it slightly different. So I decided to add the miso paste to it, and the results were amazing. It is slightly salty with miso paste. So miso paste is a Japanese paste that is fermented, and it does taste slightly salty, but it is also quite refreshing as well. And I think it works really well with salmon. So as I said, I decided to throw all the ingredients together, and the results were amazing. And of course I had to share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious slow cooker miso salmon noodle soup. I've prepared all of my ingredients. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to add about 8 spring onions to the slow cooker pot. So I have topped and tailed the spring onions, and then I've just sort of cut them into 1/2 centimetre pieces, I'd say, and I'm going to add that to the slow cooker pot. And then I have peeled a 1-inch piece of ginger as well, and I have sliced and diced that as well. And then I have also peeled and sliced 1 courgette, and then I peeled and sliced 2 small carrots, but if you have 1 large then that would be perfect. So I'm just going to put all of those vegetables into my slow cooker pot like so. And then I'm going to add in some bamboo as well. In the original recipe the bamboo wasn't in, but my son loves bamboo, and on the way to school this morning he asked me if I was going to add it, and I said yes. So I've got to add it for my son. So yes, there's some bamboo going in, and then I've also got just about 2 handfuls of green beans as well that I'm going to put in there. And then I'm going to pour over about 800 mils of bone broth. You can use chicken stock or you could use fish stock as well if you wanted to. So I'm just going to pour this over like so. And then to that I'm going to add my miso paste. So I'm going to add a big tablespoon of miso paste like so. And then I'm also going to add a big tablespoon of tomato puree as well, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar as well, and the apple cider vinegar will just give it a bit of acidity, so I'm going to add that in as well. And then I'm going to go and get myself another spoon, so I won't be a moment. And then to those ingredients I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon, and the ground sweet cinnamon is just to add a bit of natural sweetness without the sugar. And then I'm also going to add some garlic granules. Now in the original recipe I think I said to use 1 to 2 garlic cloves, but unfortunately I've run out of garlic cloves, so I'm going to improvise and use some garlic granules instead. So I'm going to use about a teaspoon of garlic granules, because they are slightly stronger garlic granules than a clove of garlic, I think. And then I'm going to add probably about 1/2 teaspoon of salt to that as well. Now I know the miso paste is already quite salty, but I do like a bit of saltiness to my meals, I have to say. Especially with salmon noodle soup, it reminds me of the sea, I don't know why. So I always add a bit extra, but if you don't want to do that then that's fine, you don't have to. And then I'm going to add some dried mixed herbs to that as well. And I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper as well, just to add a little bit of extra flavour. and to bring out the other flavours in the soup as well. And then I'm going to mix these ingredients together like so. And I'm going to go and grab my lid in a moment. And then I'm going to put this on to cook. So I'm just mixing everything together, making sure everything is well mixed in, which I think it is now. Yep. So now I'm just going to go and grab my lid. Ta-da! I've got my slow cooker lid, so I'm just going to put that onto my pot, and then I'm going to turn the pot on to low for 6 hours. But if you wanted it slightly quicker, you could put it on high for 2 to 3 hours. And then later on, I'm going to prepare my salmon, and I'm going to put it into the soup along with the noodles. The soup has been cooking away for a good 6 hours now, and the vegetables are lovely and soft. I have checked it, but I have taken a little bit off for tomorrow, so I'm going to have the leftovers tomorrow, and tonight my son, my husband and myself are going to eat this soup. So it serves about 4 people. Well, this serves about 3 and a little one, but normally this would serve 4 people. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the lid, and I'm going to add in the salmon. So it's about half an hour before I want to serve the soup. So I'm just going to put the salmon in now, and it will take about 30 minutes for the salmon to cook. And then I'm also going to put my noodles into the soup as well, and I'm going to mix these around. And then I should put the lid back on, and as I said, I'm going to leave this to cook now for about 30 minutes, and hopefully at the end of that we will have a delicious salmon noodle soup. So I'm just going to get all of the noodles into the broth like so, and as I said, I'm just going to leave this to cook away now for 30 minutes. The noodles and the salmon have finished cooking in the slow cooker. As you can see, the noodles have absorbed most of the broth that I put in here earlier, but I'm sure it's still going to taste delicious. So I'm going to serve up now, and that will be our dinner done. That's how we make my delicious slow cooker miso salmon noodle soup, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm off to have this for my dinner now, and as I always say, it smells so good, I can't wait to eat it. So I'm going, but before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon.